lovely sewing friends. How are you this evening on this lovely Sunday evening? What a lovely day it's been today. And so I'm just going to join our TikTok friends to us, and then we can get on and finish my bag, which is going to be really, really exciting. Hold on a minute. 3, 2, 1. Hello, hello, my lovely TikTok friends. How are you this evening? Let me just mirror my video for you. There you go. And I can see that TikTok has let you know that I've gone live, which is really exciting. So if you're just joining on any platforms, you've never met me before, my name is Rachel and I'm the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. I've had a really, really lovely sewing day today, actually, with some of my team and also some lovely members of the So Happy Quilters Association. Hello, Mrs. Deb, welcome to you. Hello, Becky, welcome to you. So anyway, we're going to get on with my bags. Remember last night we were, I did all the crazy patchwork for the Styleville thing that I was using for the bag pieces, and then tonight I'm gonna finish it off. That's the plan anyway. That's what I really want to do tonight. I want to finish it off. So I've got all the pieces here, and what I need to do is I need to trim it to the size that I want it. So I'm just going to move the screen over actually so you can see. Hold on a minute. Hello, there we go. There you go. So yes, so what I'm going to do is my first thing is I need to measure my old bag. Okay, so I'm just going to get that. I mean, I don't technically need the new one to be the same. The new one can actually be a bit smaller, so I don't need it to be so big. But this one is a 14 inches by, well, it would have been 14, actually, it would have been 14 all over because I've boxed off the corners. And technically it's 12 because I've boxed off the corners. But, so let me just see what we've got here. So we've got more than enough. I mean, this is like 18, so that's good. And then that way is, okay, that way is bang on 14. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down. And hello, Crafty Paula, welcome to you. Hope you're good. And so if you're just joining now, if you want to say hello, please do. If you've got any sewing related questions you want to ask, then please ask the questions. And if I'm able to, I will answer it. Right. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I've never actually, now this is going to be interesting because, oh, something just popped up on my TikTok screen. I don't know what that was. Hello, Benny, welcome to you. I've never used one of these and trimmed through 2 layers of Styleville. So this is going to be interesting. Let me see. Do I need to do it in one, as in one whole piece, or can I do it in 2? So let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, it's actually, okay, so it is doable. Yes, it was a little bit difficult. Hello, Linda. Hello, Dale. Hello, Francis. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Hope you last tonight, Dale. Hope you last. Your internet is going to stay. Thank you so much, Francis, for sending me a heart. Thank you so much. Hello, Alid. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you're good. Sorry, so that did work. Okay, going through that, 2 layers of Styleville did actually work. It was a little bit, you know, difficult, but I did manage to do it. Hello, Crazy Stitch, welcome to you. So I think I'm going to do this one, but you know, I mean, I think if you don't have huge amounts of strength in your arms, then maybe do it on one whole flat bit, not 2 flat bits. Thank you so much, Alid, for saying that my content is always so positive. That's what we're all about, Alid. We're all about sewing for well-being, as you know. And I'm making myself a new handbag tonight, Alid. So I hope you can stay around for a little while. Hello, Dale. Hello, Dale. Hope you're good. How's the strawberries going? Right. So I think, so that one was a 14, wasn't it? It came out as a 14. Obviously, I'm going to box off it, which is going to make it a little bit thinner. So I think I might do this one at a 14 as well, because then it will come in with the boxed off corners. That is the plan. Right, now, obviously, it's been a little while since I made my old handbag. You got lots, yay! Yay! I'm so happy. I've literally been holding out for those strawberries. Right, so I do have this lovely little bit here. Let's see, I don't know what we're going to do with that. So now I'm going to trim off the top, because the top is a little bit edgy there. So let's do that. Trim that off. Okay. Aha. Do you remember when I made my old handbag, Dale? You might remember, because it was a while ago. It was a while ago. So now what I need to do is trim off the corners for the boxy corners. Let me just find actually, I think we can go and sit down and do this bit actually. Hello, Fran, welcome to you. Hope you're good. So I think we can go and do it in the other room because I've got my my friction pen, haven't I? I'm just thinking. My brain is working. Should we do 1 inch at the bottom? I mean, I'll tell you what, let me just go and get, I don't know how long, phone will let me stay. Your phone is like, how long am I going to let my mama Dale stay? How are you, Francis? Are you good? Thank you so much for liking my live. If you want to share my live as well, please do, please do. I'm just going to go grab a pen. Hold on a minute. Because I was thinking we could quickly go back in there, but then if we quickly come out here, because I need to work out the backing fabric for the inside fabric. That's what I need to work out. Right, so I'm going to do 1 inch there. And oh, you're good, amazing, Francis. Are you having a lovely Sunday? I mean, the weather's been lovely, hasn't it? I mean, it's going to be really, hopefully it's going to be really, really nice this week. Yes, so I am making myself, if you didn't join last night, I'm making myself a new handbag. And because the one that I've got, it's a bit floppy. Yeah, the weather is still nice, it's amazing. The one that I've got is a bit floppy, and so I want to have another one. And then I'm going to have it at our quilt show. So if you're able to come to our quilt show, you're going to see me with my new handbag. Yes, so we are well and truly full prep for our quilt show. We are on, like, oh my goodness, it's like 4 weeks today. 4 weeks today, it'll all be over. It'd be quite sad actually. So yes, if you're able to come, it's on the 5th and the 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. We are so super excited about that. We've got some amazing people coming and some amazing quilt displays. Right. So one thing I've never done is I've never boxed off corners with Styleville. So that's going to be interesting. Right. So this is the bag so far. This is what it looks like so far. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. There you go. That's what it looks like so far. So these are my boxy corners. I'll be really a little bit careful with TikTok. We don't want to get into any visuals. So now this is my back pocket. So now which bit do I prefer? Do I prefer that to be at the front or that to be at the front? I mean, I kind of think that actually. So let's put the back pocket on this one here. So the back pocket's going to go there like that. Now I need to get some pins. Let me get my lovely pin cushion from my good friend Heidi. My lovely pin cushion. Yes, if you want to make any comments, if you're just joining me now and you want to ask any sewing related questions, please do. You're very welcome to ask and I will answer it if I'm able to. So I'm just going to pin that into there. And then I'm going to need to get some fabric out for the lining. Now, do we go for scrappy for the inside or do we do one whole? This is a good question. Obviously, I'm trying to keep it as straight as I can. Now, let's look at the front. So that's going to be the back. That's going to be the back. Let me just see. So it's going to come into like there and there. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. I mean, is it too big? Let me show you the other one. This is my other one. This is my current one at the moment. I mean, I think I suppose I don't really want it to be any bigger. But then once you've done all the sewing, it'll be fine. So now we're going to do the front. Let's do the front now. Now the pocket on that one, this is what we did last night, didn't we? And this one is a little bit longer. I mean, it's a tiny bit longer. But hello, Teresa. How are you? I'm carrying on with my bag tonight, Teresa. So it's a tiny bit longer. I need to think about it's going to go down here. So there, because the zip's going to go there. Okay. I think I'm good. Because that's right in there. Okay, well, I mean, the pocket's going to be a little bit bigger than the other one, but that won't be too bad. And the other one, it's a little bit, the pocket's a little bit bigger, but the bag's a little bit smaller. I think it'd be all right. So the next thing I need to work out is the lining fabric and then the inside pocket. I think I want to go into the other room and we'll work out the lining because I think I want to put scrappy lining inside. Right, so let's go. So first of all, I'm going to put my bag on me. Just like that. So there you go. That's so there's some bag. But this is so I'm making a new one, you see. But I'm doing it with a pink strap and also my lovely favourite fabric that I love. Let's go into the other room. Do we need anything? No, we don't. Okay. Now I've turned the aircon off, so we will see how I cope. Oh, let me show you something quickly. Hold on a minute. So here, da, 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 da. Thank you very much, Francis. I like my bag too. I made this. So here are 130 of our special tote bags that are going to be given out at our quilt show. They're going to be stitched tomorrow by my good friends Susan and Margaret. Hello, Grammy. Welcome to you. Let's go, go, go. We're going to go over here. Now, there's something else I wanted to discuss. Let me just put that there. Bring you guys down. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That felt a bit funny. Right. Put that there, put that there. Let me just see. Let me see how everybody's looking. So I do want a, oh, look. I love the AI summary tonight. Hello, Heidi. Good evening, good evening. So the AI summary tonight is saying, assembling a quilt show handbag with boxy corners. Love that. I love that. Absolutely love it. Anyway, so I've got my new purple snippies out. I'm really loving these. Really happy with those. Right, so at the moment we are I really would like to use this zip because it's, I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It came from Norway. That is where this zip came from. It came from Norway, but it is, as you can see, look, it's way too long. It's way too long. But I think I know what I'm going to do. I definitely do. Now, the first thing I want to do before we even look at this section is I need to look at the inside section, because the inside, let me turn my sewing machine on, and I'm going to get a sip of my tea. Oh, oh dear. It does stay rather hot in my flask. Oh no, look. Here we go. TikTok is not happy. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Right, okay. So, let's put the fan on. It's good. It is really. Oh, what's happened? It's gone. There we go. When is my next Zoom? Thomas is asking. I do not know. Actually, no, I think it was me, Dale. It was me actually, because the TikTok ghosts appeared. Because obviously I showed the fabric. It doesn't like the fabric, does it? So it's done the same thing as it usually does. Yes, it is. So it wasn't you. It was not you. do not worry. So Thomas is asking, when is my next Zoom? I have no idea actually, Thomas. I think I'd have to have a look. But if you go to my events page, go to our website, www.shqa.co.uk, and you click on events, then you will be able to see when our next Zoom is. I can't remember. We had one today, which was really nice. We did a lovely little sewing day today. And you know what? I got 17 rosettes got done. I did 130, trimmed 130 what do you call it, 130 bags. Yeah, it's the fabric, Francis. That's what it is. That's it. So I mean, you could try and share it now. There you go, because look, it's not been approved. My appeal has not been approved. And the only, I mean, well, I could restart, but have I got the energy right now? Well, I don't know. Anyway, so in a way, on your website, check whether I get emails from you. I don't think there is, Thomas, is the answer to that one. You just have to look in your junk box. They will always go into your junk box unless you move it. And of course, unless we haven't got your email address right, that's the only thing. Where TikTok is. Oh, TikTok's very interesting, Francis. That's why you probably realise why I have two screens, you see. Because if you want to, you can go and watch me over on YouTube and FB and Insta. You can go and watch me on those ones because I'm live on those ones as well. But so TikTok has to have its own screen, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so what I need to do now is I need to basically make myself a template. So I really would love to use that zip because I think that would look very pretty. Very, very pretty in there. First of all, I need to see what fabric. So these are my large pieces of fabric that we had last night. So I've got two jobs to do. We've got to do the lining from the inside, and then we've got to do the pocket, the inside pocket, because I do need an inside pocket, people, because that is for my phone. Everyone needs an inside pocket. So do we stitch them together? I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Because look, it is quite big. Hello, Rosie. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. 20 seconds is a sewing Zoom. Oh, there you go. Heidi is answering your question there, Thomas. It is the 22nd of August. Is our next sewing Zoom for cats protection. That's the next one, 22nd of August. I'm going to probably need that by that point actually, because I'm going to be full pelt sewing, full pelt quilt show stuff, aren't I? So I'm going to sew these together, and I reckon we're going to have to, what's the word? Iron them out. Yes, he's very good. Thank you, Dale. He's very, very good. We are just, like I said, full pelt in quilt show mode now. You know, the quilt show display, that is sorted. The stands are sorted. The floor plan is sorted. The programs are on order. We're getting programs, Heidi. We're getting programs. The programs are on order. The merch has arrived. Two of the three banners has arrived. One of them I'm not really convinced on at the moment, actually, but I think we might I don't know, be doing something about that. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. And so we got the banners, and what else? Oh, we've decided to get a life-size cutout of Binky the mouse, our mascot. So you can have your photo taken next to Binky. That's what's really, really exciting. And then we're hoping to have the Proud Lounge flag behind it, so you can have that as like a little backdrop with a little picture of Binky. How exciting is that? Oh wow, it's a big wow. It's a big wow, Dale. It's a big wow. It really, really is. So yeah, so we're thinking I've got this week I've got to work on the exact live stream times and when we're doing. So it's yeah, but all the stands are all so excited about Pinky. I know, Heidi's giving so exciting. All the stands are all completely booked out, and yeah, we just really, really, really want people to come to our show. So please come to our show and support it. Because as you've heard, all these weeks we have been putting so much effort in. It's just incredible. And yeah, so our road banners have gone up, Dale. I don't know if you saw that. Hello, Roz. Welcome to you this evening on this lovely, lovely Sunday night. So I was going to do like one whole piece of fabric for the inside for the lining, but I decided let's put these bits together. Then we're going to iron it. It's going to need ironing. Then I'm going to work out where I want my little pocket to go on the inside. I don't know whether. I think I might put my. I think I'd put my wadding away. Might have to get the wadding out, because if I did the style veil on the inside, I think it might be a little bit too thick. I mean, for some people, it might be fine. It might be fine, but right. Okay. So we are getting there. Let's see. Let me do my technical measurement. Okay, so I think I just need another 2 squares. What are these ones? Are these ones? Oh, they look a bit smaller, don't they? I'm so happy. You know what? I'm actually getting to use some of my I'm so happy I'm getting use some of my scraps, because you know sometimes you have like a great big pile of scraps, and then you know I'll do orange again, Heidi, in homage to you. Well, it's not orange, it's kind of a red. I use interface in for the lines. I will. Might make it too bulky. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because on the outside, I just did the what do you call it? The wadding, didn't I? And I didn't use style veil. So we will see. We will see. What am I? Okay, what am I? I'm not quite sure what that means, Thomas. Do you mean one of our tote bags. But so the tote bags that we're sewing tomorrow, they are being given out to the first 50 people in the queue on the Saturday, and the first 50 people on the queue on the Sunday. And then the rest of them are going to everybody who is volunteering at the show. I mean, there might be one or two left over, but I might do them as our raffle prizes potentially. Yeah. Hello, Sandra. How are you this evening? Hope you're good. Thank you very much. Day off, is anybody hard? So, look, I'm going to stitch that one to that one. I think these must be 10-inch squares, you know. I must have got them at some point because I did go through this stage of buying lots of scraps of this fabric that I absolutely love, because obviously it is a bit pricey. And then my, well, a bit of a considered purchase, shall we say. And then, of course, my collection, my personal resource center kind of grew, and I was able to get like some meterage of it. So I think, so this is why this is in my scrap box. So what did I just, oh, look, so AI summary. Oh, it's really pumping out the AI summaries tonight, isn't it? So the AI summary on TikTok is saying, sewing a fabric lining for a special bag. Ask for tips on your next project. So if you want to ask for tips on your next project, please do. Because that's what the AI summary on TikTok is currently saying. I have no idea what that's all about. But sewing a special bag, I think I'll take that one tonight. I'll definitely take that one tonight. Let me just carry on with this bit here. Right. And then we're going to go and iron it. First of all, before I iron it, I'm just going to make sure I've definitely got enough fabric. And just to make sure we got enough fabric for the bag. I'm really excited to see how this is going to come out. I mean, it's not how I'm making my bag, okay? If you're watching this back or you're watching it now, how I make my bag, my handbag, might not be how people make theirs. I make mine quite differently, as you could probably imagine, because I am about using my scraps and making something that's a bit different. So, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, thank you so much, Sandra. You were able to share my live. That's amazing. So quite clearly, TikTok hasn't restricted me for long. Sometimes it can go on for ages, and sometimes it just stops fairly quickly. Right, so these are all my scraps. How are the cats? Oh my goodness, Dale, how are the cats? Mimi Cat is just as naughty as she ever has been. She is going to the vets next week. She's off to the vets. Jinxie Cat, well, bless her, you know, she went to the vets because she needs her little special jabs, doesn't she? And she wasn't happy about that. She was proper growling. She was proper growling. And then, but Bailey Cat, well, you know, Bailey Cat is Bailey Cat. She's really good. She was out here the other day. The problem is I've got at the moment, Dale, is that I've got other people's quilts out here ready for the quilt show. And so I can't have them really in here. It's kind of like, I mean, they are covered up, but I'm not prepared to risk it. So actually, so look, I know this looks a bit confusing, but this fabric is definitely big enough for the lining. So we're quickly just going to go to the ironing board. Yeah, let's go to the ironing board. Hold on. I have to move you and then bring you back again. I want to show you. Right. I want to show you a quilt that I really wanted in the show, but there's no room. There is no room in the inn because we're literally rammed. The quilt display is full pelt. Okay, I just want to show you this quilt because can you have one of our programs after the event? We'll see what we can do, Thomas. We'll see what we can do. So look, so this is a lovely quilt made by my very good friend Susan Clements. I want to give a little shout out to her. So I'm really sorry I haven't been able to get this into the show, but I want to show you guys because it's just incredible. Let me show. Da, 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 da. Look at this quilt. Look at that. I'll go along in the line. Look. La, la, la. Look. Isn't that amazing? It is beautiful. Look, I'll see if I can stand back. Hold on. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. It's really beautiful. It's got like lots of different colours. It's got the purples and the multicolours and the greens and the spotty black. It's really lovely. So I'm really sorry. And it's so beautiful, isn't it, Teresa? And I am a bit gutted that we can't get into the show. There just isn't enough room because it's all been done on size. It's all been done on size, and I love this one. So tomorrow it is being returned to my very good friend Susan. But you know, I love this one, and I have given it a few hugs. Hello, Tiana. How are you this evening? Are you good? I'm just doing the lining currently for my bag, Tiana. Now, so this is going to be my lining. Look, my bag. So that is, I'm sure they're 10-inch squares. I'm sure they are, and it's a really, really lovely, lovely, lovely fabric. So if you saw the video of my box, what's it called, my mystery box, I'm gonna work out what I'm gonna make with that, because it has got that quilters grid thing in it, which I've never used. I was talking to wonderful Heidi today about how we use it. I have no idea how to use it, never used it before, so that's gonna be interesting. So we could do a little session of me trying to work it out how to use it, because I have no idea. And then obviously I've got those 10 fat quarters that came in that mystery box, which was really, really great. And a few other little bits and bobs, so we shall see. Anyway, so if you're just joining now and you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and if you want to put a comment in the comments box, you're very welcome to. And if you want to ask any questions, ask away. Okay, so the next job is to go and get this ready for the lining. So let's go over there. Hello, Margarita. Welcome to you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, my iron is beeping. It's beeping. One, two. Yes, I've got to get my sewing machine. Not my sewing. Yeah, I've got to get my sewing machines out shortly. I've got to get it all set up, ready for tomorrow for Suzanne and Margaret, who are coming round. And I'm just going to make sure you guys are in the right position. You are. That's good. That's good. We're all present and correct. Right. So, okay. Here's the next bit. So the bag, the outside of the bag is prepped, ready to go. I need to stitch that down. I need to get a zip for that one. I mean, I'm kind of inclined. I am going to do a lot of stitch line there because I like to get my fan in. Actually, I just want to. Yeah, let me just get it. This is my fan. Okay, this is my really, really old fan that I've had for a very, very long time, and it's very much part of me, and it stays in my handbag. So it would go. Oh, okay, that's going to be fine. Look, so it's going to go there. That's where it's going to go. There's my fan. Then you got the zip that round, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think I know. I think I know what I'm doing. Right. It's been a while since I made the other one. The other one I made, I'm trying to think, maybe September last year. And it's been washed quite a few times as well. So I think it was September last year when I made it. Okay, so this is going to be my lining. So what I want to do with the lining is, I think I'm going to lay it like that. Going to lay that on there because then I'm going to draw around it. And you're lasting so long, Dale. Yay. I'm so happy. So happy that you're there. Right. I think I'll go like almost bang smack in the middle, because then it will get most of that fabric in, won't it? Hello, Eva. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So yeah, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line. See, now that's another good thing about using Styleville, because obviously if you had normal wadding, it's going to be quite difficult to use it as a template. So let's see how this works. I'm using one of my heat erasable pens. So if you haven't seen one of these before, these are really, really good things. A little happy tune as we're going. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to you this evening on this Sunday night. Loads of people are coming in tonight to say hello. So what have you been up to? What has been going on in your weekend? So I had a lovely day today. A lovely, it was a sit and sew with the CEO day today. What kind of pen is that? So it's a it's a heat erasable pen, Teresa. It's a friction pen. I mean, you know, you could just use a chalk pencil if you want to. Some people don't like heat erasable pens, but I quite like them actually. Oh, hang on. And Sharon loves all the photos of the quilts. I know, aren't they amazing? Aren't they amazing, Sharon? I'm getting your kits ready actually, Sharon. And I was going to say to you, you know, the bit on the bit of the body of the tortoise, I don't usually send that as part of the kit, but I could do if you want me to. I could send you, I could choose you a fat quarter. What do you reckon? Would you like me to choose you that bit, or would you rather choose that yourself? You'll have to let me know. Not a problem, because I'm going to do that tomorrow. I got most of it out today. Hello, Nikki. Nikki with a pink bow. Right. So now that I've drawn away around it, I'm just going to snip that. Oh, hang on. I haven't actually gone all the way around it. I'm going to do a little bit more up to here. Have I done that side? Oh, I've done that side already. Okay, fine. So now we're gonna snip it round. Yeah, I'm quite excited about you. Are you all excited about this bag? I'm actually quite excited about how it's gonna come out, and but also more importantly, having a new handbag. That's what I'm very excited about. And then the other one, it'll just be my backup one. That's what it'll be. So I have made, if you remember, for May, I'm sure it was May last year, I made another one, which was like a thinner. If you choose, that'll be great. Okie dokie. I will choose it, Sharon. I will surprise you all. So I've got the scraps for the hexagons. That's all the bits. It's usually just that body bit that people like to choose themselves, but that is not a problem. My hair is going in my face again. Right. So now I'm going to chop into where those boxed off corners are. This is going to be exciting. We will definitely get this finished tonight. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, so what is my week going to consist of? Well, obviously Monday, tomorrow, I'm sewing with Susan and Margaret, and we're putting all the goodie bags together, the tote bags together. And then Tuesday, what have I got to do Tuesday? Something going on Tuesday. Probably just general emails. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm just going to have a day of sewing and catching up on all my sewing. So I will not be live streaming Wednesday, Thursday. So just remember that. Mark me out of your diaries. And then there's something exciting going on Friday. Oh, I've got a really exciting meeting Friday. After I've had the meeting, I will tell you what that meeting is. So yeah, and then next Saturday, I was going to be going to an open day, warehouse open day, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm changing my plans. So yeah, so actually in one way it's a bit of a quiet week, and another way it's not, because it means that I'm writing the next little newsletter that's got to go out, putting more events onto our events page. That needs to be done, and probably just general email answering, I reckon, and chatting to people during the week. Okay, now, right, more scrappies. That's very exciting. That is very exciting. Let's put those in my bag. So now the next thing I want to do is I need to work out the inside pockets. So the inside pocket is going to go, let's fold it in half, and then we can do the inside pocket. Right. Now, so the inside pocket on my current one, I'm just going to measure it, because actually I remember thinking when I made this one, I remember thinking, yeah, the pocket could have been a bit I can't really show you because it's literally like in there. That's where it is. And it is, Right. Let me just measure it. I'm just going to measure this, Thomas, and then I will answer that question. So I think, what did I do? I did. Obviously, it's got to be big enough for my phone, hasn't it? That's the most important thing. Okay, so it's 3 inches deep by. No, actually, I didn't use wadding. Oh no, I did use wadding. Oh, it has got wadding. Right, I need to go and get wadding. Because I think I put it all away earlier. So I might just dash through to that. 3 inches by 9.5. So I'm going to do it probably 3 by 10. That's what we'll do. So Thomas is asking, have I got any more Facebook lives coming up this week? They will be on there all week, Thomas. So tomorrow, so Monday, Tuesday, it will be live. Not Wednesday, Thursday, but then Friday. When are you going to get my new trousers? Do you mean my new trainers? Do you mean my new trainers, Teresa? Is that what you mean? Because don't even go on about the trainers. Dale, you don't know the story of the trainers. You got to remember. Oh, well, don't know, Teresa. Actually, but before us to come back to that conversation, I need to just run and get some wadding. Just hold on a minute because I took it back. Right, I am back. Sometimes it's quicker just to do that rather than actually just to take you guys with me. So no, Dale, you don't know the story. Oh my goodness, Dale. Let's hope your internet survives this story. Right. So the thing is, yeah. So Teresa, no idea when they're coming. We're still waiting for the credit note. So let me tell you the story, Dale. What happened was, my husband ordered me a new pair of trainers. So we're going back about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks ago? About a week and a half ago. Anyway, ordered me a new pair of trainers, and they were stolen, Dale, out of the box. They were stolen, and so we got a completely empty box. And then we've had to battle with the company, and then finally on Friday they emailed and said that, so they said they were gonna, oh, it's dreadful, honestly, Dale, dreadful. So finally on Friday we kept chasing them because I want to wear them for the quilt show. I want to wear them. They're sparkly rainbow trainers. So finally, so he chases them, and they said, oh, we need to talk to our supervisor. We need our supervisor to look at it. And we're like, well, look, we've got proof. So basically they arrived. My husband thinks, oh, the box is really, really empty, really light, opens it. Well, actually, it was already open because it had like a special delivery driver tape on it. Opens it, no trainers in the box. Anyway, so yeah, so finally on Friday, we got an email from them saying that as we cannot locate our trainers, we can't locate them. You told them they're not. You can't locate them. We can't locate them. Anyway, they've offered us a credit note to be able to go and buy another pair of the trainers rather than just send out another pair of trainers. Go and buy another pair of trainers. So so then because of that, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna use these scraps. That's what I'm gonna do. Because of that, we then emailed back and said to them, okay, well, can you do that quickly then, please? In fact, my husband's now sent another email saying, look, we just want the trainers, just send the trainers. This is getting ridiculous. And so we emailed back and said, okay, fine, send us the credit note. This is on Friday. They then said, okay, thank you so much for confirming that you're happy with that, and we will organise a credit note. And that was Friday. Haven't had the credit note yet. We're now got to trace it because apparently it's gone to a different department. So that is the story of the trainers. So yeah, so Teresa, no. Oh, you will know if they turn out. I'll be sitting here with a nice pretty box. So yeah, that's your cue to know that, okay, she's got the trainers. She's got the trainers. I know you're also invested in my story. Oh, honestly, Dale, it is more than crazy. It is more than crazy. It's really, really bad. I know, and then really they should have just gone, you know, here's some new ones, but no. So I will do a little when my trainers arrive. Finally, I'll be like, okay, here's my little box opening of my trainers, and here's the story behind it. So yeah, we will see. We will see. Right. So what I'm doing now, anyway. So just being slightly distracted by the trainer story. So what we're doing now is I'm making my inside pocket for. So I love the AI summary. I'll read it in a second. I'm doing my inside pocket for the bag, and I want to do it like crazy patchwork again. So I've got these. So this is the pieces that were on the lining. So I've decided to use those. So the AI summary saying chatting about sewing projects and recent trainer delivery problem. Oh yeah, it is a big problem. AI summary. I mean, you know, and I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Because they're so comfy, and I'm just really worried that by the time we get the credit notes, go and get them again, they'll all be gone. That's what's going to happen. I mean, really, they should just refund the money, or they should just send another pair of trainers. Not on, people. Right, there'll be the story of the trainers. One of those. Oh, do you know, I've got a tiny little bit there. Do I do that bit or do I not? I mean, it would be a nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. What should we do? Oh, let's do it my favourite one. This is my favourite one. That is my favourite one. Look, can you see that? That is my favourite one. And don't show it too close to TikTok, because TikTok won't be happy. But showing a piece of fabric. Okay, now let's do that there. And let's see if anybody. Yes, so if you're just joining now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and if you want to make any comments or got any questions about sewing or anything about me or the So Happy Quilters Association, please do ask. Always happy to, if I can, if I'm able to answer the question, I will. Right, so now I've done that, I just need a backing fabric which is going to go on there, and let me see what I've got is big enough. And then I'm going to put all my lovely precious fabrics back into the scrap box. I've got my special suitcase out, Dale. I got my special suitcase out. Right. How about that one? Blue one? Yeah. Let's do the blue one. I really like that one. Right, I put them there. We put that there. We put that there. Put my little pile together. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Oh, I've read that again. I'm just thinking, have I read that comment before? I have read that comment. Right, yes, I love this one. Really love this one. So that can go there, like that. And then I'm going to trim that off. I love this fabric, because there's actually a blue. There's a blue that matches that one. I do love matchy, well, you know, like kind of matchy fabric. Like, I'll show you. So that one matches that one. Can you see that? Look, that one matches that one. I can't remember what it's called. And then there's another blue one that matches another blue one, which is that one that matches that one. Isn't that nice? Two matchy like colorways, shall we say? Matchy colorways. Right. Now, I'm just gonna stitch around there, pull that through, and then I'll take off my scrappy bits. There we are. Do I do it at the bottom? Yeah. Okay. You notice I do make quite quick decisions on things. I don't hang around. I'm just like, wow, that'll do. Because I have made a couple of these already. I've made different sizes, which I've made quite a thin one. But yeah, but I've never done it in Styleville. Styleville is made by Violin, and Violin is a great thing that they do interfaces and stuff like that. So it's a fascinating business, actually. They've been going for many years. Next year is her 80th birthday. I just love businesses that have like long histories. There we go. Done. Okay, so we're going to snip that. I should get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. I've left the thing undone at the top, so that it cools down a bit. Otherwise, it stays very hot. My other cup that I love using is in the dishwasher. I've only got one of those. I need to go back on. So my other cup that I use that has like the red top to it, I got it on a vintage afternoon tea bus. So if you've ever been to London, or you're going to go to London, this is something I highly recommend you go and do. You go on the BB Bakery bus. Go on the BB Bakery bus, because it's really, really great fun, because you literally like go around London, have an afternoon tea on a bus, and it's really cool. And you get to see, I've been both like up the top and down the bottom on the bus, and actually you get to, obviously up the top is a bit more pricier, but you get to see just as much stuff as you are down the bottom as you are at the top. And it's really good. And they do cater for gluten-free, and they do cater for dairy-free, and any kind of allergies or other requirements that you have. So they do cater for a lot. And I really like that cup, because it reminds me of when I went on the vintage afternoon tea bus. Okay, so there's my nice little inside pocket. Oh, hold on. Okay, it is going to fit my phone. So that's why my phone's going to lay there. It is going to fit the phone. So that is good. Right. I want to do first of all is I want to poke those corners out. Poke it out. Just make it like as little as possible. Are you still hanging on there, Dale? Is your internet being good? Yeah, so I'm very, very chuffed that the 130 bags are already prepped for the quilt show. You're still there, yay! We're gonna give your internet an award tonight. We'll give it an award. So is it nearly sorted then, your internet? Are they nearly? What is the latest? This is ridiculous, isn't it? There's things we have to deal with. Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm doing a little a top stitch around it. I was just thinking, actually didn't need to do that, did I? Because that's going to be. Oh, right, okay. Oh, I'm gonna carry on. I was just thinking I didn't technically need to do the top stitch, because I could top stitch it on the lining, but you know, doing an extra line of stitching never hurt anybody. We'll just do a little bit more. Hello, Roz. Welcome. Have you had a good Sunday? Yes, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. It always makes for a much more fun and interesting live if I get asked questions. So I do think I want to try and use that pink zip. We're going to have to work that one out shortly. The other thing as well is I was just thinking, it's been a while since I put the zip into the other bag. I know how the front zip goes on. It's the inside zip, but we'll get there. We will get there. She says. Okay, so right before we do anything, it's still saying they need to dig it. It's already been dug. You're so mad. Oh, I can imagine. Right, so this is my Liberty suitcase. It's got all my Liberty scraps in it, and I'm gonna pop them in there. Was there any more? Oh no, that is it. Oh, well, we have actually used some. I'm impressed with that. I'm impressed. Okay, that can now go back on the shelf. Now, I think. Oh, look, that one matches that one. That's quite interesting. That was not meant to be. That was just jammy. I'm going to put it that way round. Let's do it like that. Look. What do you think? So that's going to be the pocket on the inside. I don't want to go too. Yeah, Okay, because obviously that's where you put your hand in. You put your hand in there. Hold on. I need to remind myself. Yeah, so it's about right. You'd never recommend them. No, but you wouldn't, Dale. Like until I get the trainers, I will not be recommending those guys. Trainers, okay, buy your tickets at the door. You can absolutely buy your tickets at the door, Sharan. No problems at all. Yeah, there's going to be you can buy tickets now or on the door, no problem at all. Right, that is there. Hold on. So that is there. So it's about 2 inches down from the top. That is where my pocket currently is. So that is the top. That is a, oh yeah, look. Oh, I almost had it. I did almost have it. Just a tiny bit. Let's move that up. But yes, please do get your tickets on the door, Sharan. Please do. And and if you're wondering what we were just talking about, we were just talking about the quilt show. So our quilt show, which is on the 5th and the 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse, is you can get tickets. Our tickets are discounted to the 29th of August, but after that you can get them on the door anyway. Right, okay, so I'm going to pin it. I'm going to pin this onto the lining. Gotta pin it, keep it straight. So the pocket inside doesn't need a zip. I'm not going to do a zip on the pocket, but I will do a zip on the outside. So I think, yes, that's right, because the lining is going to go in like that, you see. So then the pocket's there. That's fine. Let's stitch the pocket on, and then we'll stitch the outside pockets on, and then we're going to start looking at the zip. So that's exciting. And we are on 52 minutes. So 10 to 9. Okay, so AI Summit is saying, making a handmade bag with a fabric pocket. It very much is. Hello, Susan's Creative. Welcome to you this evening. So whenever I do a pocket, okay, I do stitch from there's P. Hello P, haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're well. So when I do the pocket, I will start like up here and then come onto it, because if you start on that, as you go in and out the pocket quite a lot, you will end up pulling the stitches there. So you're better off starting above it and then stitching down. And we down the earlier if you have might take you up on that, Sharan. Might take you up on that. How about just Earl Grey tea and oat milk supplies? Oh, I would definitely have a look, because yeah, we would be up there making it all pretty. Did I tell you about I've decided not to do the flags? Did I tell you about that bit? I've changed my mind. So I was going to do flags, okay, to line it. However, I am a little bit concerned because it can be very windy up there, because it is up on the hill. I mean, it might not be. It might be more chances are it'll be absolutely fine. However, so I've decided you can do that. Amazing. Well, I'm just thinking about this job for you, actually, Sharan. I've decided instead of doing flags, I'm going to do bows. We're going to do big bows, and I might get a chance to make some quilted bows. Maybe it's a big bows all the way like up the entrance, so that people can. Are you going to doing bows, Sharan? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, there's P. Are you good, P? Welcome. This Sunday evening. Right. Now, the one on the pocket on the outside, obviously I've got to remember to do the bit for my fan, haven't I? I need that bit. So yeah, so this bag that I'm making now, I will have with me. I will be using this at the quilt show, because I'm not taking my sewing machine style bag because of the sash. It will get in the way of the sash. So this will be much better, I reckon. I'm loving this already. I'm just thinking, shall I, if I love it, I might make another one. Let's get so that's the lining. The pocket is in for the lining. There is the pocket. And then let's get this bit. So I'm going to stitch on the back pocket. So Now I can probably do that retrospectively, can't I? So the current back pocket in here has a magnetic clasp inside there. I mean, I don't know whether it's made any difference or not, in all honesty, because the reason why I put the magnetic clasp on here and this pocket in the first place was because it was a bit floppy. That's why I did a magnetic clasp. But I don't think this is going to be floppy because obviously it's on the style wheel. So we'll see. So let's stitch this bit. Now, am I happy with that there? Do I need to go lower? I mean, it could go a little bit lower, a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be fine. And I measured it earlier. I measured it actually, Sharon, using your Bettina Tortoise pattern. I thought, yeah, it's actually going to fit in an A4 rather, an A4 piece of paper. Because what I do is I tend, this big pocket here, I tend to carry my leaflets. Oh, So Happy Quilters Association leaflets. So I've got them ready to go if anybody needs any. And I thought, well, what can I use to measure it? And I saw Sharon's pattern. I thought, yeah. So you know that your pattern has been used to measure my handbag, my pocket. Right, let's turn that around. Go along the bottom. I was having great fun last night. You missed it actually, Dale, because using this style thing is really great because I was able to like leave the wodge of all of the scraps on it and it didn't move while I was sewing. It was great. It's almost like having a moving shelf. That's what it was like. But very funny. Oh, hang on. A pin. Now, I'm going to show you how we do the no, it's nice. Don't worry, Sharon, it's all in a packet. So, you know, it's not like crunched or anything. Right, so there's my back pocket now. My back pocket's done. So now what I need to do is get the zip to go on the front. So let me get my zip box out. Then we can work out which zip. Is that my zip box? No. Oh. Yeah. That is my zip box. I mean, I do have the gold. The trouble is, if I use the gold one, oh, it's a big quandary, people. It's a big quandary because I really want that one there. I really want that. I think it's hello, Lottie. How are you, my lovely friend? You've had a good day? Right. So this is what I did last time. This is the zip that I had before. And actually, this is tried and tested, this zip, my lovely sewing friends. So we may well go with what's tried and tested. So I'm going to put that there because I know it has that bit extra there. Oh, it's chirpy. Wow, doesn't time fly? Doesn't time fly? I'm looking. Oh. There's a very interesting light blue one. Could use that one. I mean, I kind of do another pink one. That pink was too long anyway. And that blue one. Okay. I think I might stick with what I know. You haven't had Chubby for weeks. Oh, Dale. Right. If your internet is lasting and you're still here at 10 o'clock, remind me. And we'll go and visit him. He's missed you. Okay. So now before we work on this one, I need to think about this one. Right. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Am I going to use this one? Am I going to use that one? I mean, I kind of want to use the one that I'm was tried and tested. So we use that one, then we'll go for the pink one. So yeah, so what I'm using, hello Lottie, you missed the cats. Oh, I know, I missed the cats as well. So what I'm using for a lady that's asking over on Instagram is I'm using Styleville. I'm using Violin Styleville. So it's not really an interfacing, it's more like a wadding, like a wadding foam. That's what it's like. And it's really nice. I'm actually really enjoying working with it. It's a nice soft one. I think it's going to make quite a sturdy bag. That's what I reckon. So yeah, I mean, I do like that one, but we're going to go what's tried and tested. I mean, technically speaking, the pink one is not. No, so yeah, the pink one's not tried and tested. Right, so now what I need to work out is where. So I've done that already. I pinned that in, didn't I, in place. Got to make sure it is fairly. Hold on. Need to go give myself a ruler. Give myself a ruler. I mean, I do want it fairly straight on towards the bottom. Okay. Let's get another ruler. I have to show you. I don't think I've ever showed you this ruler. This is actually one of my most favourite rulers. Most favourite. I got it when I went to a quilt show in America, when I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and it's called a cutie one, and it's only 1/2 an inch. It's very cute and it's quite long. So I'm going to add that onto that one. Leave that there. Leave that there. Okay. Yeah, so it does need to go down a little bit on that side, but obviously, you know, it's not completely straight anyway. So the first job to do is to sew the zip on. So this is how, obviously this is how I do mine. This might not be how other people do theirs, but this is how I do mine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to stitch that to, because it's going to be flapped back. Hang on, I just got to think this through. So that's going to go there, and then I might have to pin it. Let me just pin it. Oh yeah. Right. No, it's got to go one end. I've got to remember it's got to go one end because I want that pocket, don't I, on the far end. So like I said, it is a while since I made one of these. It was September last year, and I'm just thinking. So I'm going to stitch that bit onto there, stitch that bit onto there, and then you basically go like that. That's it. That's it. I remember. Right. So the first job to do is to stitch that zip onto there. And I'm going to do it on this side so I can keep an eye on where I am. And then I've definitely got my pocket on the end to put my fan. Actually, technically speaking, that could go up a little bit. Go that way. Stop it. Hair in my face from my fan. Right. That could go there. Go right at the end. Move it to there. That's what I want. That is what I want, people. On it on the end there. And so now I'm going to stitch down. And what am I making? Sorry, Lottie, I've just seen your lovely comment. I'm making myself a new handbag, Lottie. I started last night. And I'm using something called, it's like a waddingy foamy thing called Styleville. And yeah, because the bag, so I made my other handbag, but it's getting a bit ropey, Lottie. So I need to make myself a new one. So that's what I'm doing. I'm right this very minute, I'm actually stitching the front pocket. Here we go. Move that back. Move that to there. Amazing. Right. So the next job is this is a little bit tricky one. So what I've done is I've put the zip on the front there now, and now actually I just want to move that. Where can I move that? Let's just put that there for now. I want you to put the pocket here. So now I'm going to stitch. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch along there, and then I'm going to flip it over like that, and then I'll do the stitch line round. So that will be folded in like that. So that's, I just need to get this measured and make sure. So if I pop a pin in it like that, and then I'm going to flip it over to there. Okay, so it does need to come down a little bit. So I need to come down about an inch. Right. Let's try that again. Is it, yeah, I like that purple. Oh, this one here, Dale. Do you know, it's actually really pretty, this one. So this is a Liberty one that matches, that's like part of the set. And I made my lovely friends James and Danny, I made them a quilt for their 10th wedding anniversary in a log cabin shape that was like in a heart shape. And I made it out of that fabric. And so this is the scraps that I've got left over from it. So actually, I'm glad you pointed that out, Dale, because I'm really happy that I've put some of the scraps from their quilt into my handbag. So I'm going to put that down there. Oh, look at that. That'll work. And right, okay. Flip it back. So now I'm going to stitch down this line here. As straight as I can, get it. Obviously, the thing is, don't forget, this is a scrappy handbag. This is a scrappy fabric handbag, and so it's not going to be 100% straight. And I'm happy with that. I don't really want it to be 100% straight. Right, so I'm going to stitch down here. Now, I need to move the zip down to here. Hello, Jenna's Crafted. Welcome to you this evening. How are you? It's a lovely Sunday evening. And now I'm going to carry on stitching that zip down. Woohoo! Okay, so the zip, people, for the front pocket is on. She says. There is the zip. So can you see that? So what I've done is, so that this is my pocket piece, and then I've stitched the zip on the back of the inside of the pocket, which is there, and then I've stitched it down onto the actual bag, and then all I'm doing is flipping it over like that. And now I'm going to do a stitch around here, do my extra stitch there, which is for the fan. Gotta have the fan, gotta have the fan. I've got to have my pen as well in there. So I'm just gonna measure it a bit, just to make sure it's as straight as we can get it within my. I think that's perfect. Look, I've managed to get. Oh, I'm so excited! I've managed to. That's amazing. That was pure jamminess. I can assure you. That was absolute pure jamminess. Yeah. So the pocket on the front and the back, I'm not doing in this style veil, the violin style veil. I'm doing it in just normal wadding, because otherwise the bag will be too bulky. But I do think by doing it in the style veil, it will give it more body for the bag. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, no. So when I made my old bag, basically what happened was, why I've got that very extra pocket on the end. So what happened was, I did this, put the zip in, then I realized the zip was too short, and then I thought, what am I going to do? And so I literally did a stitch line across here, and then I was able to put like other stuff in it, so which is wonderful. So let's use my new little purple snippies. I'm very happy with these, so thank you to Barn Yarns. You do not know how amazing that is. Oh, I see there's some seagulls out there tonight. The seagulls are just really noisy actually in Brighton all the time. So yeah, I love my little purple snippies. Let's get this bit stitched down. There we go. I'm going to go across there. I don't want it to bunch up, so what I might do I need to? Oh no, I'm okay. I thought I needed to move the press foot. Yes, so if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. If you've got any sewing related questions, then let me know. If you've got any questions about the So Happy Quilters Association or about me, then or about our quilt show, I'm happy to talk to you about that. So let's just do a little line across here. Now, there we go. So I'm going to come up the other side. I'm going to get my fan in a minute, and I'm going to make sure it is the right measurement. So it's coming along really nicely. What do you think of my handbag? It's coming along very, very nicely. So if you're on any other social media platform, if you're over on YouTube or anywhere else and you want to ask a question, then please do. Please feel free, because I can see the comments, and I can... Right. So let me just get my fan a minute. Here is my fan. Oh no, hang on. It's over there. So usually I put a fan and I put a pen in this bit here. So let's see if that fits. Oh, it does. Look. Oh, and actually the pen can go on its own. Look how amazing that is. That's going to be amazing. So I'm going to take that out and do a stitch line up there. I am going to draw it with a ruler because I do want it a bit straight. If I can. Where am I going to put these? Mustn't lose my precious fan. Mustn't lose it. There we go. Okay. What did I do with my pen? I've lost my pen. Oh, look, where's my pen? Now the problem is, I don't want to iron it, do I? I wonder whether I can get away with a few dots. I mean, technically, I could iron it, I suppose, to get it off. There you go. So I'm going to stitch up that line. Then that's the front pocket, and the back pocket was finished. And right. Just going to do a little locking stitch on the end of there. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we are. Right. Amazing. Amazing. So I've done a little stitch down that side, because actually what I found was I found that actually it was coming undone. The zip was coming undone. Hello, Flux. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yeah, so the stitch was coming undone. So now I've got that pocket there. I'm just going to try that again, actually. Let me just see. Oh, hang on. You see, after a while, that will stretch as well. So that's quite good. Anyway, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Let's take that back. So let's see. So this is the outside pocket. Ooh. I don't know whether my phone would fit in it. How exciting is that? My phone will definitely fit in that. How wonderful. So that is all done. And then you've got the back pocket. So right now the next job is to work out the zip at the front. But before I need to do the zip at the front, I need to put the lining together. So let's put the lining together. So we're going to put right side of fabric to right side of fabric. And then I'm going to do a stitch line down here, a stitch line down there. And actually, no, I can't do that, can I? Because I need to work out the zip. That's what I need to do. This is like almost the trickiest bit of the zip operation, because I've got to get the zip through there. Now there is a couple of ways of doing it. I've done it a few different ways before. So we could have it showing and then do a stitch line down. I mean, I'm tempted to change. What have we got? What have we got? I mean, we could change to the pink. Right. Yeah. This is the trickiest bit, people. I need a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. Right. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Hello, Shroy, welcome to you. I'm happy with the front pocket, happy with the back pocket. Just got to do the zip there. So what I'm going to, so the way I did it last time was I drew a line through the middle as to how far along I wanted the zip to go. So I think I can't go any further than that because obviously that's going to get stitched in. I can't go any further than there. So I kind of want to go almost above there. So I drew a line. Hang on. Now, last time when I did it, I know that the zip was way too close to the top. So I want to make sure the zip comes down a bit. So I'm going to draw, so I've got the zip there. I've got the zip open. I'm going to draw a line inside where I want the zip to go. Now, this might go horrendously wrong, but I'm hoping that it doesn't. Okay. Now, so my zip effectively, so I am going to use this zip, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a tab for the end of it, for the inside. Because I do like it. What do I do? What do I do? It is a very pretty zip. And I did get it in Norway, so there's a bit of a history behind it. Okay, so I'm just making sure that is right. That is the right length I want it to be. There. Okay. The next job is to snip a hole through there, which I'm going to do using my unpicker because that's quite sharp and that's going to go through. Woo! Oh my goodness me. It's actually going through, it's going through the style feel really, really well. I'm actually quite impressed with that. I'm going to just put my rulers away. Remember, I always say tidy up as you go, otherwise you have everything everywhere and you don't want anything anywhere. Okay. Right. Oh, it was okay. It's good to start it. It is now not snipping, so I'm going to use my scissors. So we'll be here all night. No, I need my ruler. I knew this was going to be the most trickiest bit because it always is. Like, how do you put the zip in if it's like that? Now my blue line is slightly gone down a bit. I did think it looked like it was going down a bit. Okay. So there is my zip hole. There is my zip hole. Do not ask me to repeat this after because I will not remember. It's gonna look pretty when it's finished. It's definitely gonna look pretty. So now, where did it go? There it went. There's a couple of ways to do this, okay? Because you could, oh my goodness, so my hair is going right my way, it's annoying me. You could fold these bits back and stitch it down. That is one way of doing it, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it back and stitch it down because then the zip will then go inside there, but this bit needs to be stitched down because otherwise that's going to be all fraying. I've done another one where I put it inside and then brought it out the front, so it's kind of like that, but I like my other way. And then once we've done the front, we can then line it up for the back and do exactly the same process, and it should line up to each other. Okay, so let's do all that. Do it. I'm preparing myself, people, for Operation zip session. I'll get that zipping. So I am going to chop back a little bit on here just to make it easier to fold it back. Just you don't need a lot. I'm just going to take a little bit back because then it's going to make it easier to fold the fabric over. And oh, of course, that's like, right, I need to unpick that then, don't I? Because this bit here is where I did the blanket stitch on the crazy patchwork. You're still there. We're amazing, Dale. I'm so happy you're still there. You're hanging on in there. Do you think it's just like a good, is it like a good signal night tonight then? Do you think that's what it is? I might need a bit more. I've just got, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fold that bit there. You could put the whole zip on the outside. I did think about that, Sandra. I did think about that. But then I've got to line it up to the inside. And so I am snipping this bit back and then folding that bit back and stitching it down. So we've got a nice opening in the front. But yeah, good suggestion. But I kind of want, because the other one, the other bag, I kind of hid the zip. Well, hid the zip I should say. Take that off. Take that off. I've just got to snip it back a little bit more, tiny bit. I might have to get my little snippers out if I can't get enough back. I knew this bit is like the longest ever bit of making the bag. Hello Laurie, welcome to you. Right, so honestly I'm so hot. I do not much to go and put my aircon on. Actually I'm going to take my shoes off. That's what I'm going to do. That'll help. That'll cool me down. It wasn't earlier. It wasn't what earlier. It wasn't. Oh, your internet wasn't there earlier. Okay, that's it. So now I can fold that back and stitch that down, but that's going to be very, very tight, which is not a problem. So now I'm going to do the top bit, because the top obviously needs to be snipped back. Make that a little bit. Hang on. Again, I've got that problem where I've done the blanket stitch, so that's got to come out. That's got to put more stitching on it. Yeah, so this is going to be my perfect handbag. And actually, I'll tell you the story about how this handbag came. I would zigzag around the opening, then put the zip on the outside. Ah, yeah. So I do zigzag across the top, because look, there's the other one. This is the one that I made last time. So there's the zip there. So I'm doing the zip in exactly the same way how I did that one. There you go. And then I zigzag across that top bit there, up here. But on this bag I'm moving the zip down a bit, because I've had this one for quite a long time, and what I found is that actually the zip's too high, and so I'm moving it down a little bit. And obviously I'm using Violin, what's it called, Starville as well, so it's more difficult, but it's working. It is working. Well, I did the other one in a funny fancy way, but and then my second one, which is that one, I did like that. Yeah, so there is a bit of an interesting story about this handbag, actually. You're probably thinking, well, you know, how did I even... So I used to have a handbag for a very, very long time, and it was actually quite a well-known make, and I had it for ages, and I loved it so much. But obviously, you know what handbags are like. They, over time, they just go all manky, don't they? Then you have to get another one. And so I decided one day that what I was going to do was kind of not copy the pattern, but kind of make my own version of it, which is exactly what I've done. This is exactly what this is. Right, okay. So that's going to go like that, and then the zip will then be in there. And then I've got to line it up to the backing, which won't be a problem. That will be easy. So screw that down. That's going to go down. That's going to go that way. That's going to go that way. It's just that little bit in the corner. I need to just do a little bit more of the snipping there, and that bit there. You're probably thinking, how do I make the bag already? This is the work. This is the most trickiest bit. I have to tell you. So you have to bear with me while I'm just doing this little bit. I did think, can I do this bit live? I did it all. Hello, Deborah. Welcome to you. Or should I just not? But no. We're all good. You're all bearing with me. Nobody's left me yet to my own devices of making the bag. So I just need to snip. a little bit more round in that corner there. Glue it, glue it. I love it. I don't think it'll last with me, Sandra. My handbags take pretty much a lot of hard wear and tear, shall we say? Wear and tear. Okay. So now, so that one's fine. That's all fine there. And then it's just got to come a little bit more into the corner. Oh my goodness me. The thing is, I don't want to cut off too much, because if I cut off too much, then the zip will not sit right. But obviously I have got that a longer zip. That's the other thing I'm contending with as well. I've got a bit of a longer zip than I need, so I'm not quite sure, but we'll get to that bit in a minute. Right, so now I can do the stitching of the of this bit, and I will need that actually. Right, here we go. So now I can stitch it down, and then I can put the zip in. And then we've got to do the lining. So the lining's obviously got to match up. Hold on. Once we get it started, it'll be fine. And obviously, because it's got, you know, obviously it's fraying, well, it won't matter, because this is going to be the inside the bag, because I've got that lining, haven't I? I'm tempted to change the cotton. I don't know. But then you know what? This is my creation. And I know it works. Okay, I might. No. Let's go the other way. I'm going to come that way. Okay, amazing. So that's how it's looking so far. You can't see it. Okay, let's come down the other side. Down here. I should have started a little bit further up. I mean, there's so many different ways of putting zips in. I know that when I put a zip in before, I did watch a little YouTube video on how to kind of like put a reverse zip in, like a what do they call it? An invisible zip, that kind of thing. I watched one of those ones, and then I did it for one of my bags. And this is how I've done it going forward. That's going to come out there. I can see that's going to be a problem. I can see that is not going to be enough fabric to bring that over. Yeah, maybe I could have used. I don't think, talking about glue, I don't think like, you know, like your fabric glue, the Soline pens, I don't think that would work on the style feel. I think you'd need something more sturdy, a more real tacky, probably like a tacky glue, something like that, potentially. I suppose it would be quicker to do that. This is gonna take the whole of the time, isn't it? The most of the time spent making the bag was putting the zip in the back. Right. Okay, let's start from the other end, and then we'll deal with the corners. I might hand stitch. I think I'm going to hand stitch right up into that corner, because it's so small and it's very difficult to get in there with a sewing machine. Is anybody else hot tonight, or is it just me? I'm really warm tonight. Must be a bit of a hot day. Let's pin that over there. There we go. Yeah, so if you're just watching me now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I'm just trying to make myself a little handbag using something called Styleville, which is from, it's like a foamy, waddingy thing. Okay, that's okay. So yeah, so look, there you go. So now I've got my hole for my top zip. That is the it's going to look really good. Woo. Okay, that's gonna look good. So I think, but what I do first is, I think I just want to do a few hand stitches in there because it's so tight. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that. Do some hand stitches in there. Maybe I will get out the glue, Sandra. But yeah, while I'm doing this, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please ask away. So I don't know what we're going to do. Well, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to get this bag finished tonight. And I think, hello, Raquel, welcome to you. We'll definitely get this bag finished tonight. And then tomorrow, I mean, I've got these days planned now in the week, haven't I, to really, really work on my ghost quilt. That's what I'm going to do this week. I've got to get the rest of the rosettes made. So I do not know. I might surprise you tomorrow night. Might do something completely different or back to something we were doing before. I mean, I do want to make another I Spy quilt. You know I like making those. I have great fun making those. Actually, that's working really well because what I'm doing is I'm stitching into the style veil. Why is it called style veil? V-I-L. Now you've got binding gate here. Just join the... That's amazing, Heidi. You join the 2 5 meters together. It was going to be full. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so that's worked actually really well because I kind of like stitched into the fabric, pulled it back into the foam, and then yeah. So obviously we've got to do the same with the lining. I've got to do the same with the line. The lining is going to be really easy because you're not dealing with the foam. You just got the fabric, and then I'm going to put the zip in. So now I'm going to come. So I've done that bit. I'm going to come to there. Okay, there we go. That's working out really well. Do you know what I'm just thinking? Maybe I should have done this all along. Is it easier to use a metal zip or a plastic zip? Oh well, so Sharon, I always use a plastic zip, always, because what I find with a metal zip is that, you know, if your sewing machine hits that metal zip, my goodness me, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Believe me. So I always use a plastic zip. I think also as well, maybe metal zips are for more like, I don't know, cushions maybe, or other heavy duties, maybe like backpacks, something like that, something like really like a heavy duty bag. But I would always use a plastic one. Yeah, do you know what? I'm thinking now I should have just hand stitched it all the way around the edge. Here comes Leanne. Hello, Leanne. Because I can actually stitch it, I can pull it back into where the style veil is. I need to know why it's called style veil. Where's the VIL? I'm having a very nice weekend. Thank you very, Leanne. Thank you very, Leanne. Don't know where that came from. I'm deeply in concentration. Look, I can't believe that. I actually prefer it hand sewn. Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to unpick that machine line and hand stitch it because it's not actually showing. We're having zip gates right now, Leanne. We're getting there though. I'm getting there. It will all be. This will be the last bit. Like I said, when I made my last handbag, I did not live stream it. I literally was just listening away to my radio and just concentrating on what I was doing. And I think, I'll tell you what, I might leave the top because the top is actually quite nice. And but the bottom, I'm unpicking the stitching, the sewing machine stitches, and then I'm going to follow along with my needle because actually that is working out really nice. Because remember when I made it last time, I didn't make it in Styleville, I made it in wadding, just normal wadding. Oh, you're back, Dale. You're welcome, Sharon. You're very welcome. Any other questions? Just throw them at me. Are you intending on putting some zips in soon then, Sharon? Right. Right, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So I've stitched half of it, and then I've hand stitched half of it, I should say, and then I've machine stitched the rest of it. Look, I don't know, can you see that? Look, so that is the hand sewn bit, and that is the machine sewn bit. I actually prefer the hand sewn bit. Can you see there? I prefer the hand sewn. Okay, and what time is it? 20 to 10. I'm determined to get this finished up. So don't worry, we've got a good hour. We've got a good hour. I'm going to give myself more cotton, and I'm going to stitch that in, because I will leave the top, and I would just yeah, let's have a different, because obviously I'm going to be stitching the machine stitching the zip in anyway. So actually, will it matter? I'm just trying to think. But it won't really, will it? Because when the zip goes in, I'm going to be machine sewing the zip in. Ooh, very nice. So the zip is going to go in there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? It's going to go in there. Yes, because look, I'm going to machine sew it in. And right, what I do need to do though, I definitely need to do a bit more stitching in that corner, because I can see that could pose a problem, as in a fraying problem. We're just going to stitch that back a bit more. I am liking hand stitching it into the foam. That's actually quite impressive. If you can be impressed. Hello, Margie. How are you? Hope you're well. You're hoping to make a small zipped bag. Notice you said hope. You can do it, Sharan. You can do it. So it's a small zippy pouch. Amazing. That's better. That's better. Do you know what, Sharan? I would highly recommend using Styleville, because actually it's quite good for like hand stitching into it. I mean, I'm impressed. I suppose it is quite a thick foam, isn't it? Right. I'm going right. So I'm stitching it right back. Ooh. Okay. And the other end? Oh, the other end only needs a little bit. It doesn't need a lot, because the other end it's only got a tiny. Right, I'm going to knock that in. I have done a double thread on my cotton, because I did think, you know, that zip's going to get a lot of opening and closing and a lot of opening and closing, and so it does need quite a good stitch to protect it. Oh, hang on, there we are. Where are we? I've got too many little threads along here now. Well, actually, it's not too bad. I will do a little bit more. No, see, Dale is saying hello to Sandra, and Sandra's saying hello to Dale. I love that. Love that you guys connect. Yeah, Dale is back. Well, you're kind of back, aren't you, Dale? Kind of. Your internet's all sorted. Oh, getting there. Getting sorted. Okay, that's fine. Right, we are good, people. We are good. Oh, it's really, this cotton. I don't know what it's doing that for. Lots of little threads. Okay. Do it there, do it there. Right. I need to sip my tea before we do the next bit. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to get my lining, because I need to do the same snip for the lining, and obviously I will make sure that the pocket is on the opposite side. Yeah, it took a week to catch the grasshopper. Oh, I did it that way, didn't I? Last time. Yeah, right, that's it. Yeah, so it needs to be here. This is where the zip's going to come into there. So I'm going to turn it over. cut it through there, do a stitch that back. Like I said, there are so many different ways of putting zips in, and this is just the way that I like to do it. And it's looking good though. I am thinking it's looking good. It's looking good. I just got a lump. Can't wait. I got to do. Don't know what that one is. Right. So I'm going to snip into there. And look, my lovely little unpicker is happily snipping it away. But for speed, I will use my scissors. So this is the tricky. The thing is, obviously, if you're going to do a lining, then this is the trickiest bit. So I'm going to fold that back and do a stitch a line around there. Let's go back to here. Okay. Right, that corner is always tricky. That's why sometimes I think because it's so small in there to stitch it back, you might as well hand stitch it, in all honesty. By the time you spend ages trying to get into the teeny tiny corner. The teeny tiny corner. And so my good friends, Susan and Margaret, are here tomorrow. We're starting at 9 AM. So, yeah, I got to get up early tomorrow. I need to get their machines out. I think they're using my machines. I think that's what they're doing. There we go. So I will let you know. I will see if I can get some little videos tomorrow as well, actually, of all these bags coming together. There's going to be a lot of space used for all the stuff for the quilt show. I'm going to need a van, I reckon, to take all the stuff that I need up to it. Okay, so now that is done. That is done. So I've done my little hole through to there. And okay, so that's going to go like that. That's going to be stitched onto there. I need to do I think it might be safer to make. I haven't got any. What have I got? I only need like a small bit of fabric. So I use some of that because you're not going to see it. Like to make a little tab on the end. That's what I need. Hold on. This is my fabric that I've been stitching onto, isn't it? The one that I use as a sample. Right, now that way. I wanted to go that way. Now I really want to use this zip, but my slight concern at the moment is that it is a bit too long. Hello, Evie, welcome to you. I'm just trying to work out my new handbag at the minute. So my slight concern is that it is too long. But I have a plan. My plan is to make a little tab. So that's my zip there. There. I'm going to pin it in. Pin it in place. Make a little tab on the end. Woo! You can't actually see much of the zip. I mean, do I make it wider? I suppose I could do, because it is quite a wide zip. Let me see. As you can see, I'm not talking very much because I'm deep in concentration of it. But yeah, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then just throw them over. This is quite well, obviously I've made loads of zippy pouches, haven't I, on my lives, and those are very easy to make. but it's just because of the position of this zip that makes it a little bit tricky. Okay, so I've pinned it. Oh, hell no. I need to pin the end in. And then I'm going to try and see how that works before we actually stitch it. Haha. There you go. Look, so that's it on the front, that's it on the back. And then it should, yes, zip open. Enough of my hand to go through, so it's good. So what I got to deal with is I've got to deal with this, because obviously that is way too long. So I have a few ideas. One of my ideas is snip it off and make another tab to go on the end. Obviously it's going to be stitched over anyway. There is going to be a lot of stitching, so it shouldn't come off the end. And it shouldn't come off the end because when I go to there, it's going to stop there. Can you see that? It's going to stop there anyway. But I think I just want to be a little bit safe and do an extra. I should have timed, shouldn't I, how long this zip is taking to put in. It's all about positioning. And then I've got to put I've got to line up the backing fabric, the lining fabric. Yeah, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be really, really brave. And I'm going to snip that off. There you go. Ah, it's done. It's gone now. It's gone now. Cut it and heat it with a lighter. That's a very good suggestion if I had a lighter. I don't have a lighter, but I was thinking making myself a little tab to go on there and stitch over it a lot, and then it shouldn't come undone. So make like a little tab, you know, like, and maybe do it quite thick as well, so then it'd be like that, you see, inside. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get, and it's, where am I? Oh, there's my quilters clips. There's one, there's two. Okay. Just need to do it like that. Just going to stitch down there. Now, obviously, I'm going to stitch over the zip, so I'm going to kind of brace myself a bit because, you know, I don't like sewing over zips. But it's not a metal one, it's a plastic one. So we should. It did it. I'm like, woo. Okay. And I'm just going to go like super cautious and do another line over there. Hurrah. So I've done that. So there you go. So that's going to be inside there. My little tab is going to be inside there. And now I can pin that back. We can give that a little test before I go and stitch it round. Oh, that was not clever. Beep, 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 beep. Ah, okay. So it should, let's see if it works. Obviously, this is all pinned in at the minute. This is not stitched in. Oh, there you go. It is that. I mean, it's a shame you can't see the prettiness of the zip, but I'd like the pull, and I like the rose gold. In actual fact, you know, when I was just slightly digressing here, when I was a florist, rose gold was one of my favourites, and I did actually keep my ribbons, and one of my ribbons is rose gold, so I'm very happy with that. Right, so now I'm going to stitch it in. Let's stitch it, and then obviously we've got to put the back end fabric on. So I'm going to start. Where should we start? Let's start one end. Always start one end. I'm going to be like, hurrah! I love rose gold. It's a lovely colour, isn't it, Dale? Really lovely. I mean, I'll see if I can find it, you know, because I got a really lovely ribbon and it had rose gold on one side and then it had like gold sparkles on the others. And when I sold my floristry business, I never let them have it. I was like, you know, I have my ribbons. I kept all my ribbons. Right, so now I've got to here. I'm going to lift up my presser foot, move the zip back past it, carry on up here, up to that middle bit. And then into the corner. I'll tell you what, it is really lovely to sew on, I must admit. It's very soft. It's like sewing on, I don't know. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, hang on. We've got a little bit of a thing. Hold on. Just noticed. You know, I did that hand stitching. I just need to poke that back into there. Actually, that is not what I want. What I want is, I want my pokey thing. I want this. Oh, look, it's AI summary. Are you loving the colour of the material? Hello, Guy. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. I'm just making my handbag at the moment, Guy, who is sewing Reno. I think we've met before, haven't we, sewing Reno? Where are you from? So I'm just using my pokey thing. I just want to poke it in because I don't want that little, it's a tiny, so annoying, isn't it? It's one tiny, tiny little bit. Let's see if that works anyway. Worst case, I'll come back to it and I'll put a few zigzaggies. So AI summary is now saying, oh my goodness me. AI summary's got it right. It says sewing a handbag with a tricky zip. Yes, AI summary, you are absolutely right. I mean, technically the zip is not tricky. It's just the position that is tricky. That's what's tricky. The position of it. Right. Okay. And you know, I was like earlier, hello, Sandy. How are you? You are Alan from Stalybridge? Stalybridge. Oh, whereabouts is Stalybridge then? Is that in the UK? That does ring bells. That does ring bells. Hello, Alan. Nice to meet you. Right. So far this bag has taken what, 5 hours. So we did 3 last night. No, we did 2 last night, didn't we? 2 last night. So okay, so it's actually taken 4 hours so far. I mean, that's not bad, is it? Right, I'm going over that end bit. I'm going over the end bit. Oh. There we go. Okay, so the zip is in, people. The zip is in. Look. Hurrah. Hurrah. So we're now actually right at the end of it. Hello, Tierra, and I think there was Amber that came in as well. So the next thing we're going to do now is I'm just going to make sure that that is definitely going to line up with that, which is amazing. Right. We're going to put the lining together. Good. So now we can do the lining. So we're going to do the right side of fabric to right side of fabric, all the way down there. And then we're going to do those boxed corners. And we're not pulling this bag. Actually, can we pull this bag through? I need to think about that, because last time I just did the zip, I did the zigzag right across the top. I did like doing that because it does give it a lot of, the more zigzags you have, you know, the more strength it's going to give it. So I don't know. I mean, it is possible. No, I'm thinking no. I want to do it how I did it last time, because then I know it will be nice and comfortable. So we are definitely going to have this finished tonight. This is so exciting. So exciting. I bet you all can't wait to see it. And then can't wait to see me walking around the quilt show with my handbag. Ta-da! Right, let's do the boxy corners. And you're sorting out your 180 meters of zip sliders. Oh my goodness me, Alan. That's a lot. That is a lot. Good luck for that one. And how do you thread them? This is what I find. The problem is, if I get loads of just like the zip sliders, I can never thread them. So I just buy ones that are all pre-done, because I haven't got the time or the energy. But Did you get like a job lot or something? Is that what you got? 180 meters of zip sliders. I take it you do a lot of zippy stuff then, Alan. Let's do the next one. Okay. So there is my lining. My lining is done. And my pocket is, oh no, hang on. No, it's turning like that, isn't it? I'm turning it through. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited. Of course, that is my lining. So my lining is done. It's going to be a nice, it's going to be a nice size bag. Look. It's going to be a nice size bag, I reckon. Right. Oh, I needed that stretch for a minute. Okay, now we're going to do the main part of the bag. Just thinking I might have, no, I do have to turn it through, don't I? And then you do the top bit. So I do need a hole at the bottom. You make a velvet style handbag with a matching velvet mitten gloves. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I just realised I do need a turning through hole. But that's okay. We can create that out of that. Right, let's see how this stitches with 2 layers of the style fill. Hello, Dark. How are you? Are you good? So matching velvet knit gloves. Wow. But they're very elegant, Alan. Lottie's come back. Lottie's come back. Now, I haven't actually considered the fact that this is going to be really, really tough to pull through. That I haven't done before. So I might have to come up with a backup plan. We might need a backup plan. Now I'm thinking, do I leave the hole through this and pull the other thing through? No, because then it'll have the hole in. It'll have the stitch line in that, won't it? I don't want the stitch line on the outside. Right, we'll work that out. We will get there. So now I'm going to do the boxy corners. So how many pairs of gloves do you make then, Alan? Obviously keeps you very busy by the sounds of it. So now I'm going to box off those corners. Ooh. I mean, it's slightly bigger than I anticipated, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I might chop a bit off the top to make it a bit smaller. Because I could do that. I can take off. There's Birdie Dale. A Birdie Chirpy. Oh, Birdie Chirpy. Oh, he didn't go see Chirpy. We're too concentrating. You're doing okay, is Dark. Dark 22. Right. So I'm trying to make myself, so just to get Alan and everybody else up to speed. The handbag and the mid glove. Here's my best friend. Ah, you're doing with your friend. Never mind. I know we won't be here at 11. We definitely won't be here at 11. Right. Yeah. So now before I go stitching it, everything, I need to consider, is it actually too big? Because I mean, I'm wondering whether it appears bigger. I'm wondering whether it appears bigger because of it being in Styleville. I mean, it could be. I am tempted to take a bit off the top, make it a bit smaller. So then it's like that. Do you know what? It's bang on. It's bang on the size of my old handbag. It's bang on. I can't believe it. But if I do snip it a bit, I don't want to take too much off. I can't take too much off. I could take a little bit just to make it a bit smaller, like maybe, let's get the ruler. Where's my ruler gone? There it is. Maybe an inch. This is actually quite a good one. There we go. This is quite a good ruler. Actually, I don't think I can take an inch off because it's going to be so close to the zip again, and the zipper bit at the top again. Maybe half an inch. I think I'd be happy with, if I can be happy with that. Let's do that. Oh dear. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do half an inch. Let's take half an inch off. And it makes it a little bit smaller, doesn't it? Because I did want it to be smaller than the other one, and now it's come out bang on the other size. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Accept it as it is or chop it off by half an inch? I think that's what my plan is to chop it off by half an inch. Obviously I'm drawing the line down it. Oh, no. Totally got distracted there. Well, it doesn't matter about this pen because you're not going to see this because this is going to be on the inside. And I'm going to take... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. See, look, it's only going to be like leave it. You think leave it, Sandra? I don't know. I'm going to do half because look, if I take off half, then the zip's there. So I'm going to do half. I was going to do an inch. I think no, I'll do half an inch. Let's do that. Zip it over. Now I need to think about how I'm going to put it through because it's going to be really tough to put it through, isn't it? I mean, it's got to be doable, surely. I mean, it's only like a foam, so it's not. We will see. We'll see what happens. I need to snip that off. Make that a bit smaller. I'm just taking a little tiny bit. There you go. My half an inch. Sorry, it won't close up. That's a good idea. My half an inch of my foam is gone. That's there. That's there. Amazing. The hammer. Oh, read that again. To the zips. That's when you sew the top bit, it'll be closer. Yeah. I think I know what you mean. So I'm going to pull it through now. I need to go in. I'm just thinking. Now, am I going to do that way? I need to leave a hole because I realised there's no hole at the bottom. I've got to pull it through. So, oh, actually, no. I know how I did it last time. I left the hole at the top. That's how I did it. And maybe it's too late to be handbag making. I mean, I'm tempted to go out the side. I think I'll go out the side. I did do when I did a workshop once actually, and it was my, what did they make? They made I think it was the Japanese knot bag they made. No, the other one, the bento box bag, and yeah, and the lady she kind of like completely did her own version and pulled it through the top, not through the side. So pull it through the zip opening. Yes, that is a good idea. Well, I'm going to do it this way. Go through the zip. Okay, so I've got that middle. I've got the hole around the edge to put it through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it and I'm going to sew all the way around. And then do the other one. I mean, I definitely get all my cards and all my leaflets and everything in it. I mean, it's definitely going to be softer on me, that's for sure. Not so like floppy like the other one was. Because that was the other, you can't see me. That was the other problem with my current bag, is that it was a bit floppy, shall we say. Whereas I think this one's going to stand very nicely. I still need to fill up my Quilters clip pot. Have I got any more? Let me see. No, oh, I have. Oh, I have. I've got more than enough. Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know how this is good. We're going to pull this through. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. We can pull it through there. I realise the bit you're talking about now, Sandra. You're not talking about that bit. You're talking about that bit. So there is a hole. That's what you're talking about. Pull it through there, of course. Of course. I'll stitch it back up again. Got some on... Oh, you got some... I know what you mean, Dale. Some Quilters clips. That's what you mean. Are they all right, those ones? Because, of course, we've already got a hole. I've got the zip hole. Now, that should work because it's quite a big... you have to go. Is that working on your green velvet teddy bear? That sounds amazing, Guy. A green velvet teddy bear. I've made a few teddy bears before. Made a few jointed bears. Okay. Right. Now we're going to do that stitch around the top. I'm definitely going to get a sip of my tea in a minute. I feel a bit deprived of tea tonight. Ooh. Now this is very interesting. I mean, I could definitely like feel the difference from not using the wadding and using the Styleville stuff. Now you might not end up being able to see anything in a minute because I'm going to put it like that. It looks like a hat, doesn't it? It's like another gnome hat. Another. You've missed all that story as well, Dale. We've been talking about gnomes and all sorts the last couple of weeks. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to you. We're talking about gnome hats because I've been making bunting for the show, and they were looking like a bit like gnome hats. Yes, I'm stitching the lining. I'm really looking forward to seeing. I'm sad. Well, you can go and watch them all back, Dale. When your internet gets back to normal, you can go and watch all the lives back. They're all over on my YouTube channel. Just click on the live button. They're all waiting for you. Catch up on every episode then, Dale, can't you? Oh, well, good luck with your teddy bear, Guy. You have to keep us updated on that one. Let us know how that goes. Okay. Now this is the bit where you need to wish me luck because we're going to pull it through. So yes, so we have got this hole, haven't we, there? You know, from where I've got the backing fabric and I've got the hole for the zip. So I'm going to pull it through. That's how I feel right now. I feel like, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Oh, blimey. It is. That's why they call it birth in a bag, don't they? They call it birth in the bag when you're turning it through. I can see why, because that did feel a bit like childbirth, that one. Right, anyway. Aha. Now, let's see what my bag is looking like. Oh, nice boxy corners. Let's see what the other corner looks like. Hold on. Hang on. Ooh. Oh, no. I could see a bit of it. Look there. Got to go back and stitch that in again. Okay, that's not a problem. We'll go back and do that. But in the meantime, what I'm going to check on is this. So that pocket looks good. That pocket looks good. The zip. Okay, the zip is good. The zip is good. Look at this. Is it going to stand? It's not going to stand on its own, surely. Oh my goodness me. I love it. I love it already. But we need to repair this bit here. Look, can you see that? Look there, a little tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that through. I'm going to keep my fingers on it so I know which bit it is. I'm going to pull it through. If I can pull it back through. I don't need to put it all the way back through. Just a little bit, just enough to get to there. And then we're going to put another line of stitching across it. I'm going to fight it down. Thank you, Tiana. I'm so happy that like 2 hours and 10 minutes in, you're still all like rooting for me with my handbag. Right. Let's see. I need a sip of tea. Right. Let's do. Ah, no. I can't believe it. I can't. You know what's obviously happened? It's like where there's a crazy patchwork bit. Look, it's got a tiny hole. What do we do? Do we open it up and put another bit of fabric in it? I think I'm going to have to. I think I've got no choice. I can't have that. I've got no choice. But I think I might know what to do. We're going to open this bit up. That is very annoying. We were so close, people. We were so close. You're like, oh, I want to get this bag finished. If it wasn't for this, oh, I can see it. It's just that tiny bit there. I might be able to move. Oh, I think I can move that. I think I can move that. We're just going to open that up. Okay. So basically, I've exposed the corner. Ah, you can. Oh, I can see what's happened. Look, what's happened is that moved down, and then I just need to push that up. Oh, look, panic over. I do not need to put any more fabric in there because actually it was there all along. Sorry, my lovely Lottie, you coloured your flowers today. I love that. Well done, Lottie. You've had a nice little day of colouring in flowers. What were you doing the other day? You were doing, was it a bathroom or something? I can't remember. Okay, right. Let's try this again. Hello, Laurie. Is that another Laurie? Okay, we're going to try this again. It's just that little bit there. There's always, isn't there always like one little bit that, you know, you just want to get this finished. And here we go. Let's see. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm making sure, before I stitch it, I'm making sure I can see all that fabric coming out where the boxed corner is. Now I'm going to stitch that again. It obviously just literally, as I stitched across, it obviously just literally moved, didn't it? That's what's happened. Okay. I mean, right, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Hurrah! Hurrah! I've done it. There is no hole. There is no hole. That's all it was. So basically the fabric moved as I stitched across, and then yeah. Right. Now we can put this together. No, you know what I need to check? I need to check that. Yay, I know, Dale. Yay. You know, I need to check that my bobbin is full because I'm going to need to do lots and lots of zigzag. So I'll show you how I do it. So my first job is to stitch this bit down, because obviously you've got this bit's open, isn't it? So I need to do a stitch. I need to stitch that bit down. That's the first job, which means more pins and more clips. Stitch down the lining. That's going to be an interesting maneuver. Interesting maneuver. Actually, I think I need to pin it rather than clip it. Yeah, I need to pin it because it's not quite reaching the zip on the inside. Haven't had any AI summaries lately, have we? As if you're just joining now, you haven't met me before. My name is Rachel, and I am trying to finish off my handbag in the in like a style. It's called Styleville that I'm using. It's coming out. It is very boxy, I must admit. Hello, Maria. How are you? It is very. Look, it's gonna stand on its own. Look at that. It's actually going to stand on its own. I'm actually I'm actually really excited. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Right. I just need to get this lining situation sorted. I've got all these pockets to deal with. And I need to pull that down to there. I'm probably going to do a top stitch as well. I know that I'm going to be doing the zigzag, but I'm probably going to do a top stitch because that's going to move that down. And I think we could be good to go because I can just maneuver that to there. And I'm moving it to there. Line it up, line it up. It's very fiddly. This is very, very fiddly. Unfortunately, you can't really see because did I use foam? Yeah, I did. I used something called Maria. I used something called Styleville, which is from Violin. And my other bag that I made, I just did it in a wadding. I didn't do it in like Styleville. So very excited actually, Maria, to be using a product I don't usually use. Right. Okay. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I just need to like move it. So I'm going to start in that corner. Should I do the top stitch first? I think, do you know what? I think I might do the top stitch first because if I do that, I'll do that. Let's do the top stitch first because then it will move it down. It'll keep it in place. Let's do that all the way around. So yeah, this is coming out better than I thought. And I've seen a difference in things, choose from different countries. Well, yeah, well, in a minute, Maria, I'll show you my old handbag. And this is my new one that I'm using with this foam. Because before I just used a normal wadding. And I decided to use it in this Styleville. I don't know why it's called Styleville. I would like to find out. But to give the bag a bit more shape, really. So it's not like a floppy handbag. Right. We're going to turn it round. Turn it round. So where are you from, Maria? I think you might have told me before, but I don't remember. Okay. We're going to keep moving around. I bought by Annie. Oh, you're from the US. Just bought by Annie. Soft and Stable. Oh. I've heard of that brand, but I've never heard of Soft and Stable. I wonder if it's like very similar product. It must be. Because I know they do lots of bags, don't they? The By Annie one. Okay. So now stitching in that. Do you know what I might do? I might hand stitch it. Because I said, didn't I, earlier, that the stitching that on the foam is really easy. Like hand stitching on the foam is really easy. So, yeah. Okay, right. I've top stitched it. I think because the thing is, I might try it. Let's try it. Let's try machine stitching. I just want to move this down. So my plan, you see, is the strap's going to go here, like there, and then I'm going to zigzag all the way across the top to seal it up. That's my back pocket. That's my front pocket. So all I've got to do now is stitch down where the zip is. I I think I'm going to machine stitch it. Let's do that. I mean, it certainly would be quicker, wouldn't it? And what we're on 20 past 10. We're on 20 past 10. So we've done 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay. So 4.5 hours so far to make it. We've had a few little interludes, shall we say? I don't know. I'm gonna have to come at it from the other, get to the bottom and then come at it from the other angle, aren't I? Right, what I now need to do is I need to move the zip. Oh, this is tricky. It's 5:20 there. 5 hours behind. So you've got to be somewhere near New York direction. Somewhere like that. Right. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That is not good. That is not good. Hold on. I was not concentrating, and now my presser foot is stuck. Right, I'm going to turn my machine off. Hold on. What has happened? Okay, so we got a big problem now. Oh no, Tiana. I'll see you tomorrow. So the big problem is this. My needle is bent. Oh no. I actually do not know how to get out of this right now. I can't believe it. I might actually have to get my other sewing machine out. I might actually have to do that. Because it's... Hang on. It's dropped. Why has it dropped? Okay. We've got it off. That's all right. Now what's happening is my needle's bent. I need my screwdriver. Let me get my little Barbie cupboard. Oh, you're going, Dale. You're leaving me right when I'm in despair. Hang on. I just need to get my little Barbie cupboard out. Get my needle off. Look at that. Look, can you see that? That's proper bent. Oh, right. New needle, new needle. I mean, it's probably a good thing anyway, isn't it, in all honesty? It's the one that's got the purple on it. Medium, universal, universal, universal. Right, I'm going to put a universal on. Oh, not Sandra it is. Oh, no, it's Sandra. I thought Dale was leaving me at my hour of need. Oh, dear. Right, hang on. I cannot believe that is bent as much as that has, as much as it has. And my, where is the thing gone? Oh dear. I actually don't know what to do because that's gone right down. Ah, this is a big problem. I might have to get my other sewing machine out. I mean, high drama. Honestly, Heidi, this is huge drama because I can't actually get that back in because the handle's disappeared. The little handle thing. Well, it's not that. Right. Oh my goodness me. It's back. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it on. Wow, I don't know, Dale. Let me turn it on. So it hasn't got the presser foot in. It's turning on. It is turning on. I think what happened was basically the needle is like caught in it and bent, and then it's done something to that, which has done something to that, but I don't know what it is. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. It moved. It moved. But it's gone. What you put the oh, hang on. I think I might have fixed it. Right, that goes there. Right. I think we might have done it. Ooh, I don't think you've ever seen my Barbie cupboard, have you? Have you? Look. This is my whole cupboardy thing that goes with that. I mean, it's pretty, you know. You could do this. I know, Sharon. Help. All right, I'm going to put this. Well, it's obviously wanted a brand new needle. Nifty. I know, it definitely is. It definitely is. A little cupboardy situation. Actually, I'm going to take that off. Right, okay. Put the needle in. I can't believe it. It's like right, the needle is in. I mean, the other one I had in was a purple. But this one's a green. This is a universal, but I think we should be all right. Okay. I mean, to be honest, it probably does need another needle. I mean, when was the last time you saw me change the needle? Ages and ages. Okay, let's put all the little bits away, back in the little cupboard, just so you don't lose anything. That one goes in there. Obviously, I'm gonna get my my testing fabric out. Where's my testing? There's my testing. There's my testing fabric. No, I don't think you have. I don't think. Well, I mean, if I did, I don't think I've done it on a live. I don't remember doing that on a live, like changing over the cotton. Right. Let's rethread. Right. Wish me luck, or rather, wish this banana luck, because yeah. My instinct is it was just the needle that was the problem, and then it just like did something funny to the presser foot, and the presser foot went, ah, I don't like that. I think that's what happened. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Get a little tester of fabric. Woo! Woo! Okay, we're good. We're back in the room. Okay, we're good. The bad. The needle is supposed to be designed to break, so don't damage the machine. Yeah, no, it bent. Look, I've got it. Look, can you see that bend? Look at the bend. Look. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see it, but there. It's like a curve. Yeah, it bent. Your internet went down. Oh, well, Alan, you just missed a great big drama that went on, so you're gonna like be gutted. You'll have to go onto my YouTube channel and then watch it back. So essentially what happened was I was sewing, and then something weird happened, and then my needle bent, and then my presser foot went funny, and then I couldn't do any more sewing. I've just had to like change the needle. So probably you haven't actually missed that much, in all honesty. I've just been rescuing my machine. I wanted to be done by now, didn't I? So, well, hey ho, you know. Okay. I mean, look, it's looking good. It is standing. And there is my zip here, to go in. All I've got to do now, as you can see, is look, that bit's still flappy. So I need to stitch that bit now. I got to there, I think, before it broke. So now to do the other side. That big flappy noise is the zip. So I need to go, but I'm going to come down, like move it in and come down the other side. There you go. Okay, hold your breath, hold your breath. Will she do it? Will she do it? Now I'm getting close to where the zip is, but so I'm going to move the zip up in a minute. I thought you were going to have to make teddy bears, Alan, anyway. You're a safety glasses in case the needle breaks. Yeah. I mean, I suppose really I've got these ones, Guy, haven't I, Alan? So I think I've never. It's been very rare actually, but it didn't break. It bent. Oh, there we go. Right, the zip is back up the front. Oh yes, I didn't do that. Oh, okay. I can see which bit I didn't do now. I just want to come around the corner to there. Okay, and then I'm going to come back down the other side, and then we're going to turn it. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to snip all the little snippies off, snip all the cotton bits off, make sure it's definitely all stitched in. Oh no, the top is not. Ah, okay. We're nearly there. We are near. Oh, it's looking good though. Look, it is looking good. It's just that bit at the top, which I can't do it that way around. Can I do it that way around? No, I can't do it around. That's going to be too complicated. I need to move it. Am I still happy that I'm making my own handbag? Nobody's asked me that question yet. Are you still happy I'm making your own handbag, Rachel? Like, don't know. I think I'm actually I can do that. I can do that. And we're going to turn it around, move it in to that side, move that line in. Oh my goodness me. Come on, come on. Ooh, I think we're nearly done. Don't you go silly. That's it. We did it. We've done it. I've done it. I have actually done it. So in the last job is to work out. It would be worth it when you use it for the first time. It absolutely will be. You love making sock slippers. What is a sock slipper, Alan? Is that like a knitted one or a crocheted one, or what is a sock slipper? I suppose it is like it must be a knitted one. I'm assuming. Oh, hold on. That is not good, because that's I need to stitch that together there. Oh, hang on. No, I think that'd be all right. The lining's a little bit too moved over a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is the bag. So now what I'm going to do, so I've got the pocket in the back is ready to go. The pocket on there is ready to go. The pocket on the front is ready to go. And now what I need to do is find the bag strapping. Might be too hot. Oh, I don't know. Right, bag strapping. Here we go. This is the bag strapping that I'm going to use. So now what I need to do is measure myself. You see, this is what I always do. Measure on my own self. So first of all, I'll go a bit longer. So I have more than what I need, and I've lost my scissors. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to put it in here. Put it in there, put that in there. That in there. Put some pins across it. The pin will go across it, that is, because that's a lot. Now that's going to be really interesting to how my sewing machine copes with that, because obviously that is 2 layers of the style veil and the bag strap. Hold on. I'm using you guys as a mirror. It's quite funny. I think that's nice, because when I made the other one, it was slightly too high. Right. Let me just see. Woo! Looking good with the pink though, isn't it? Look. So there's the dodgy maybe. There's the pink strapping. This is the blue one. So look, it's looking very similar. Oh, I do need to put one of my labels on the front. That's what I need to do. Or maybe on the back. I don't know yet. And you could add D-rings to make it. I know, Alan, but I'm not that technical. I can't do D-rings. I'd rather have it just perfect for me to make it be the right height. But let me see. Like I said, this is my old one. Oh, it's a little. Oh, yes, that's better, because I do remember that the blue one. You see, the blue one is a little bit too high. You see there, look, it's a little bit too high. And I remember when I stitched this, I'm thinking, oh, I've done it too high. But this one, I think that's better. Pink is lovely. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Look, the pink with the rose pink, obviously got a blue. And also what I've done on this one is the zips are in the same position as well, which that is good. And then you're going to go in there. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Right, so now the next job I've got to do, and I'm determined now to get this finished, even though I've got to get up early in the morning. Determined to get it finished. Right, let's take that down. Is I need to cut, because obviously there's quite a lot of excess, isn't there, in there? So I need to cut the excess of the bag. So I actually used, if you're wondering what I've used a seatbelt fabric. I love using a seatbelt fabric because it is so soft on your neck for a start. It's really, really strong. Right. So what I need to do is I need to snip all that bit off and then zigzag across the bottom, because obviously you don't want that frame. Actually, what I will do is I'll snip it off like that, and then I'm gonna do that, fold it over and do a stitch line across. Actually, no, I don't do a stitch line. I can just do a zigzag. I can do a zigzag along the bottom, and that's going to go there. That's still too much. That'll be back into there. Right, so that's the zigzag one. That's fine. Okay, so we're just going to do one at the minute. Put it on a zigzag, and that one. Do it wide. Do it tight. Tight and wide. That's what you want. I'm just going to, and then just zip stitch along there. Obviously, I don't want it to fray. And I'm going to do it twice as well, just to give it a little extra. The bag looks stunning. Thank you very much, Alan. I will take that. I'm very happy with it. I mean, I'll be happy once it's all finished in a minute. Right, I'm going to do another line. I've never, my other bag that you saw, I made it just using foam. No, not foam. Made it just using wadding. Whereas this one, I've made it using, there we go, using style veils. So it's a lot more sturdier, I think. And I quite like it. It's not floppy. Okay. So there's my zigzag along there. So now I'm going to place that back in there stitch that in. There you go. There's that one. Take that one out. And that one. There we go. Okay. So let me just double check, make sure I haven't got it. Think it's all right. Into the bag, into the bag, into the bag. Right. Let's do the other end. I'm actually liking having a change because I've had the blue one for so long, and pop that pin in there. I'm putting the pin back in so I don't forget where I've got to put it back in. A little bit of wastage of that, but you know what do you do? I have to trial it. Oh, so many little. Isn't it annoying? All these little cottons. Right, now we're going to do this one. And then the last bit of zigzagging to do is across the top of the bag, and then it's done. And we are done, people. I mean, I'm slightly a bit later than I anticipated. I had hoped to finish by 10, but, you know, we had a few little hiccups along the way, haven't we, of getting this bag done. There we go. Okay. Right, now to place that back in position. I just want to put that there. Just need to make sure I put it back in the right position. I haven't moved it. And you don't, that's what you want. Now it's going to be really interesting because I've got to do the zigzag across the top. How is this going to go? Have I twisted it? Oh, I twisted it. I've twisted it. Hang on. Let's do that again. Oh, turn it over. Pop that in. Pop that in. Right. That's better. Oh, no, hang on. Have I twisted it again? No, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so before I do the final stitch across the top, I think that's a nice position. Look, I can get my hand in there. I mean, it's slightly bigger than I wanted, but I think it's okay. But you know it's like with your handbag. You can always what's the word? Find stuff to go in it, can't you? That's the thing. Okay, so a good thing comes to those that wait. Thank you very much, Sharon. Right, here we go, people. Here is the final bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a zigzag all the way across the top to seal that up. And yeah, then I think it's done. I think it might be done. Now, I am slightly bracing myself because, oh, AI, somebody says, sewing a new handbag from seatbelt fabric. Oh, hello, Robin. Quilts for Kids. How are you this evening? Right, here we go. I'm slightly bracing myself because it's a lot of fabric for it to go through. And I might have to do it twice. Might even go, nah, let me see. I might, sometimes I've zigzagged it twice across the top. Oh. That is a lot for it to go over. Good luck. Thank you, Dale. Thank you. I'm sealing the top of the bag. It is doing it. It is doing it. Thinking, come on, little Miss Benina, you can do it. I just love the noise of a zigzag. Love the noise of a zigzag. Let me just get these. There it is. Too many little bits of cotton everywhere. Right, here we go. We're going to carry on. And I'm not, it is going through with the feed dogs, but I'm slightly having to give it a little bit of a help. It just wants to like stay in the same position. Get that little pin out. Oh, hang on. Ooh. That is an interesting noise. Okay. You do a little knot. Ta-da! Voila! Okay. And there you go. There it is, stitched along the top. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to do another, basically an extra line of stitching just across where the straps are, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of like weight potentially held on that. So I'm just going to do another line of zigzag, just give it a bit of extra strength. And I'll read all your comment, Alan. It's got a really interesting noise. It's like a little whooshy noise. Like a, well, it's like a washing machine noise. I don't know. Very strange. I actually think this could be the latest I've actually been live, because it's 10 to 11. Well, we're done. We are done. Hurrah! 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 You did find a Japanese folded strip and research. I was very surprised. Oh, really? Wow. That sounded like a really good find then, Alan, that you found. So the bag is done, people. The bag is done. I will stand up and model it for you so you can see it. Let me just make sure we're all present and correct. Da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. So obviously I totally modelled it on my old bag. There is my old bag. And look at it. Look, there's the old bag. I don't have to show you. The old bag is like floppy. Look, and that one's all nice and wonderful because I've done it in Styleville, which is amazing. And so I'm going to put it on. Oh, hang on. There we go. Put it on to show you. There is my bag. There is my bag. And look, so I've got my zip in the front with my pocket there, which is for my phone. So that's really, really good. Thank you very much, Leanne. And then I've got this pocket, which is down here for my other bits and bobs in the front. And then I'm going to nick. There is my fan to go in there. That will stretch over time because that always does stretch over time. With my pen. Should be an SHQA pen, but hey ho. And then, oh, what else? So then I've got they've got the pocket on the back. So there's like a pocket like down there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and then the big one. And yeah, I am very, very happy with that. There is my new bag. Everything for Japanese fabric strip roll. Wow, that was a bit much then, Alan. Amazing. So there you go. I have finished my bag. Really, really happy with that. Actually, I'm going to be moving into that literally straight away. I'm going to be taking the stuff out of that one, moving it all into this one. I'm really, really excited. Anyway, thank everybody for being with me for 2 hours and 49 minutes to get the bag finished. So it's taken me 4 hours and 49 minutes. So obviously it would say let's say 4 hours and 50 minutes. Let's just round it up. So you know, it's not too bad really, because obviously we did all the crazy patchwork and I hadn't used Styleville before, so it's a project I'm not used to working with, but I've quite enjoyed working with it. Anyway, so have a lovely Monday. Obviously I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm sewing up, so hopefully when I do my live tomorrow night, you'll see 130 bags all sewn up. That's the plan. We'll see. And then tomorrow night, I have no idea what we're going to do. Absolutely no idea. I might do some rosettes. I might do some stitching on my jacket. Or I might do some of the G's Ben quilt. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So first of all, I'll say goodnight to my lovely YouTubers and my Facebookers and my Instagrammers. And I'll see you later. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.